I mostly make little plushies. I have them in the vendor hall. I do different vendor halls for anime, furry, comic, pony, of course, different types of conventions. And then I do vlogs on the conventions that I go to and post them on YouTube. I also do making of plush reels, so I'll show off like a little bit of the process in a fun way. And then I also just post pictures of my plushies online. I'm bad at that lately. I'm so behind on posting pictures, but yeah, I'm mostly active on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and it's been a great time. So here you go.
You do a great vlog too.
Microphone. So, hi, my name is Studio Mega, but you can call me Mega for short. I am a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, been streaming for 3 years. I also do editing work for the Twitch for the Twitch Trot Ponies clip compilation, and yeah, I don't do much else from that.
Oh, editing is awesome.
Yeah.
It is so appreciated.
I don't have the patience for it.
Right?
Sorry, yeah.
Why
Yes,
can't
it
the
does.
content just be available and ready? Why do I gotta edit?
Well, of course, we all. Or do you have to use AI to edit?
Oh,
I hate you just for saying that.
those two letters together, they don't fit.
Art is dead.
You can't cuddle an AI plush.
You can.
There's stuff you can't.
But anyways, yes.
The only letter A goes well with is V, not I. V goes well with VA, not AI.
Alright.
VA or A1.
AV or VA, we both love.
Voice acting. Oh, and CLP. A also goes well with C and L and P.
I got no A's in my name.
There's too many letters happening.
Okay, alright.
All right. Anyways, continuing on. So yeah, since you're all here and pretty much we are not. Yeah, of course we've been doing content creations, but the floor is yours, guys. So you guys wanted to ask some questions, can be more related to content creators, something funny, silly, or whatever. So feel free to ask us some questions regarding when it comes to this panel.
Yeah,
All right?
pop up
Here it goes.
anytime. Questions, comments, have us tell you horrible stories.
There is no stupid questions.
No.
Yes,
Only stupid answers.
I have lots of those.
Oh, yes.
What's the furthest you've gone to promote your vlog or your stream, or like what's the craziest farthest away thing that you've ever had to do? Like right now our Ellie Ray is out in China, so like
Gosh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, I know for
Is
me,
this
the
for everyone
furthest
or
I've
for just one
gone-
person?
Yeah, the furthest I've gone has been Seattle, Washington, because I'm in North Carolina, so going to the other coast, Seattle, Washington is probably the furthest I've gone to Everfree every year, which is, Everfree's really fun. It's a really good time. It's absolutely worth it, but it's definitely the furthest and most priciest.
I'd imagine with all those suitcases, like
Oh my gosh, yeah. Usually I steal a friend or my husband or someone to like be a suitcase mule for me, and then I steal their check bags, so it's great.
Me personally, I think Dallas is probably the furthest I've ever traveled for a pony convention, or any convention for that matter. I went to the last BronyCon. This is my 3rd year at Trot, and I went along with AC and Safi this past HarmonyCon.
Yeah. But yeah, the first I ever went to, is, since I'm mostly from California, is I pretty would say I think the furthest I went. Okay.
Yeah.
The furthest I ever went to is maybe either Pennsylvania or Florida, because I went to those there for mostly a convention. Mostly, I went there for TrotCon and pretty much a con in Florida, which
did you go to this last Anthrocon, or?
Yeah,
I heard like a mixed review about how crazy it was, and like
Crazy.
Yeah,
A
17,000.
lot of growing pains at Anthrocon.
Yeah.
year with all the lines and everything.
I can't wait to see more of your vlog.
The farthest I've gone is actually Japan. This past year, I went for Japan PonyCon. I got into Bend for like a Japan comic art expo, and towards another vendor here as well. Got to go as well, so we were both like, oh, we're both in Japan selling our pony merch. It was really, really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. I would highly recommend.
Is it big in Japan too?
It's not as big per se, but it's still like there's still a fandom presence.
Do you think it was worth it selling pony merch in Japan? Like,
Considering Japan was my lifelong #1 dream to visit,
Go to Japan.
I'm obsessed with Japan. So I was like, it's an excuse for me to just go visit, you know? So I was like, I can't say no to this.
That's awesome.
maybe bring the plushies and don't stop.
I don't think I made back what I spent to get there, but that's okay.
So I'm gonna give two answers to this one. In terms of pony, this is actually the first I go. I usually go to like the Charlie Cons, Windy City, and Ponyville Cider Fest because I'm from the Midwest area. But in terms of non-pony, my band actually performed in Dublin, Ireland about 6 years ago. So we actually got to march. I was part of the March on Line and stuff like that a long time ago. So we actually marched in the Dublin St. Patrick's Day parade, and it was a beautiful time, and I miss it so much, and that's why I really want to get back to performing, at least in the fandom, you know.
And then you have an answer.
I know. I'm all the way back. All right. So I think the furthest for pony is actually TrotCon. This is actually my first pony convention.
He's never left his house before.
Counter argument. I did leave my house, and that goes into the furthest that I've ever traveled for non-bronies. Is actually I went to Toronto. I went to Toronto for a trip with my family, and
Yeah,
It's
you were
pretty
near-
good.
You were nearly killed by like what, a hurricane or
no, it was just a. I don't think there even was a tornado. It was just a flash storm. That's even what you call it. It was just a.
tornado in Toronto.
I've never done any overseas advertising for my business. It's all just been fun.
Yeah, the only advertising I ever do is on my social media. That's it.
Anyways, any more guys? Question?
This might be a silly question, but have you ever method act for any of your roles? Like, you want to bring out real life and like act like them, or try to think like them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, nice.
Act like you're OC.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Okay. I've been preparing for this. The first time I got asked a question on this thing. Okay. Okay.
You go.
Good. All right. Okay. Yes.
Standing ovation!
Method acting is my OC. It is my pony persona, so it basically is me in just a pony form. But
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
SOS!
So I can communicate in Morse code now. Basically, yeah, it's acting as yourself. It really doesn't get much easier and more fun than that. Just being yourself, being the character. It just brings out best in your performance, best in everybody's performances. It really helps. But yeah, I've done a lot of method acting.
Cool. That's awesome.
What was the question again?
Have you ever method act for any of your roles?
Me, well, or I can.
Do any else of you actually act?
I pretend when I go out that I
Well,
talk to
of course,
stand
of course.
I mean, I'm known as the queen of arson, but I don't actually go around and set fires. So.
I mean, you're in the right place.
I mean, I kind of do, it kind of don't.
Arson
Everybody
is
just
hard
gets
fires.
confused.
Wait, so sometime last year.
Yeah, I got maybe.
Anyways, but yeah, I think I really act when it comes to my OC. Well, of course, this is based the OC, my Pinep OC, pretty much really is based on. I really based it on what I am wearing right now because I mostly go to cons like this, just to party pretty much. So that's mostly I do. Just mostly I love to do parties and hang out with more people, especially people online, virtually.
It was VR chat hangouts or something.
I had a, what was it, Zoom dance party one time during COVID.
Oh, heck yeah. Ponytown during COVID, that was a good time. All those online conventions, that was so fun.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. I didn't have to leave my house.
Anything to do to not leave the house.
Oh, that's true, but it's not the same.
Typical line Sam.
That doesn't even make any sense.
I keep my eye being rest of the time.
My
Neither do lines. Anybody?
Anyone else have any other questions?
Any more else? In the front.
I would say for where you are right now to the beginning, what exactly inspired you to get where you are right now?
Nice.
that's a good question.
Good one.
But now I have to
We
think.
should start down there.
What? We should go down.
Yeah, when you start on this one, you guys get it.
So in all honesty, gaslighting. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
Gaslighting.
What was the question? Like what?
How did you get to where you are today?
Oh, and you go with gaslighting.
No.
What?
No, low key, just I changed my fandom name about 2021, so no one knew who the heck I was when I came back. So I mostly work with musicians now, so I just kind of inserted myself in a way. Like I just went in like, hey, I'm Brass Grab, we may have met, I don't even remember anymore, and just they accepted me like, hey, I like you. You're kind of funny and you kind of vibe, and so they kind of like accepted me like one of those like lost children in a way, and from there just kind of keep promoting myself and just doing like the whole like in the real world like promoting yourself, having like what's a word? I can't even think of the word now. Connections, that's the word. Just having connections with people and the whole friendship is magic type thing, so you can like have people help you to get where you are today.
So that's a good question. So I wasn't really in the fandom until like 2021-ish. I'd seen the show, I liked the show, but I wasn't really involved in anything. And so I went to school for animation actually, but I was having trouble getting in the industry, and I was getting like really down on myself for my art. And I'm like, I can't get in. Like, I'm gonna give up drawing. I'm gonna give up on my art. And like, I was like, not gonna do anything. So I stopped drawing for like 4 months. And then somebody's like, well, why don't you just draw something fun? And I was like, well, what do you mean? They're like, draw something fun and something completely different that you normally never do. I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw ponies. You know? Yeah! And so I started drawing ponies, and I was like, oh, this is actually really great. And then my partner, my ex-partner at the time, or my partner at the time, I don't know how to say that anymore. Well, we're still like best friends, so it's all good. But my partner at the time is like heavily in the fandom, and was a part of a server that was doing like a Secret Santa sort of thing, and they had somebody drop out, and they were like, hey Safi, can you help? Please, like, they just need somebody to help get this done. Like, they have like a couple of days and it's not finished, and somebody's not gonna get a present for this, and that just really sucks. And I was like, oh heck yeah, I would love to help. And in doing so, I got involved with those people, which then grew into my friend group, and they were also artists in the fandom. And they kind of like inspired me to just be more active, and they just became like a family and friend group to me. And they were like, oh, you should come to a con. So I went to Trot 2021 as my first PonyCon, which is a strange PonyCon to start with. Yeah, it was really weird.
Wait, was it? You're talking about the one that the Secret Santa that Brittany did, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I'm here. That Secret Santa is the reason I'm here today. So I went to Trot 2021, and I was like, oh, cool, like vending seems really fun. I should start like maybe streaming, and like I should do something with my art and all these ponies that I'm now drawing obsessively, and I'm not drawing humans anymore. What are humans? I don't want to draw humans anymore. It's screw fingers.
What are we? What are
Like,
we?
I don't
All
want to
I
draw
know
these.
is bears.
Right, exactly. I'm like, horses are way better. better. So I just started. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try to be a vendor, and here I am. So that's the long story.
Yes.
They said you wouldn't be.
They did.
So yes. Well, mostly started out because right after I finished my college in the Philippines in 2019. Yeah, I got the opportunity to go back to the United States just to find a job. But then I think I came at the wrong time because I came back in November 2019 and
Oh,
March
God.
came. I had to stay in my house just because of this pandemic had happened, and pretty much I had no work because I had to stay home. But then because I had bought my new gaming computer, and I was like, I've seen a lot of since I joined the fandom in 2018. I've been looking at some videos or looking at some fandom videos I've watched from My Little Pony, and I was like, maybe I should try to get into SFM since I've been doing this imagination. I've been in my head, and I was like, I've been doing a lot of practice in SFM, which I started in April of 2020, which actually started the ACLP Films account. Doing a lot of practice in SFM, but then when it's the time to upload a video, that's when my time has shined. Was I gonna do some Marvel videos, Sonic videos, and then when I uploaded My Little Pony video, I was like, how come that has more views than my other fandoms I've made? I was like, oh wait, so everyone loves ponies, even though.
I've seen a pattern.
There's a need.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm, pretty much. So yeah, when I uploaded that the POV of the Troy Sparkle Train, I was like, wow, I made something that I can make people happy and wanted to make people happy and to enjoy and I was like thinking, should I should really make a video that I can have not made before but animated. So so pretty much I did that in 2021, and then 2022 was when I joined BabsCon and got me inspired to do more cons and host panels with SFM gamings and discussions like this. Yes, and it was very fast for me to get up here. Yeah, and it's been an honor since. Yeah, I would thank that pandemic for making me start to create that account, ACLP Films, which. But yeah.
So me personally, I got myself in the fandom at 2016, back when I was going through my junior year of high school, which was probably one of the worst years of my life. It was a time when I was at my lowest, and I personally think I did mainly spending all my time at my grandfather's house because I didn't feel safe to be left alone. I mainly just spent my time in the basement where I was staying at, and watching My Little Pony clips. Because I just saw it on my YouTube feed and had nothing better else to do. And it just kick-started from there. And then when did BronyCon 2019, I attended the very last one, and due to personal issues with some now former friends, it wasn't necessarily a good weekend for me, and it was right after my birthday as well. But then I decided to give another con a try, TrotCon 2022, because I knew that my good friend Muscript and Roundtrip were going to be there, and so I went there with them. We had two panels together, and it was a really fun time. Brittany showed up for one of them. That's where I kind of actually got to in person meet ACLP for the first time. I think didn't we like talk before then?
Actually, we did back in 2022. I was like, wait, Sour Patch King? I was like, can I take a photo with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, because I thought I thought you're kind of cool and famous in the voice acting when I heard that name.
Where have you been?
I was at the LineCon that time. At 2022 at TrotCon.
Gotcha.
The lost
and-
years.
Yeah, but I do appreciate that, and ever since then, me and him have gotten close. We do a lot of stuff whenever we're at cons together. Don't take that out of context. But yeah, it's been great, and we've been branching into different communities together. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but I also think Sour and my BFF for getting me branching out to the FNF and then recently.
I'm working my way there.
Yeah.
Working my way there. Working my way down.
Walking fast. And I'm going
Basis
back.
pass.
For me, I started sewing in high school because I wanted plushies of things that didn't have toys, because we didn't have pops back then. So like, if I wanted a link or something, I had to make it myself. So I just started sewing using felt squares that I like got from Walmart, because I had an allowance back then. So 25 cents for a felt square, I could do that. And then I just kept sewing. I started showing some of the pictures of things that I made on DeviantArt, because it was big back then. And people really liked them, and so I kept sewing different things. I started selling the things I sold for like DeviantArt points, and just like, it went from there. And then in 2011, I believe, is when I got into My Little Pony. So I was like right there at the beginning. I saw like the memes everywhere on LiveJournal, so long ago it was. And so I was just like, why is everyone interested in this horse show? What is this? And so then I watched an episode and another, as you do, and then I just fell in love with the show. And I started making pony plushies, but I didn't really get like heavily into making pony plushies until around the time of the last BronyCon. I was like, I have to go. I have to go to BronyCon. I always thought there was going to be more, so I never went before, but I was like, this is the last one, I have to go. And I was like, even if I don't get in, because I applied to vend for the first time, I have to make the pilgrimage there. And I really just started vending because I like conventions and I really wanted to do more with them. So I started doing vending. They helped pay for my trips to different cons. And then the last BronyCon is really when like, I was doing it full time. I started that year doing it full time. The last BronyCon really propelled me forward. It was,
What do you expect? There were 10,000 plus people there.
right? It was crazy. I remember the first day of the last BronyCon, I did more that day than my previous best con ever, and I'm just like sitting in the back like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is this is so crazy. I didn't know people would like my horse plushie so much, and like I had so many good conversations, and so I was like, I have to go to the next PonyCon, and so I went to Ciderfest, still didn't know what to do, and did pretty decent at Ciderfest, and then I did HarmonyCon. HarmonyCon is really when like it clicked for me. HarmonyCon 2020, right before the pandemic, is when it really like clicked for me, because I got to, it was a more intimate setting back then. It was like only like 300 or 400 people, and so I really got to chat with people and find out like what they wanted, what they liked, and everything. And it was making those connections that really helped me like start making show accurate plush, got me to start doing the little beanies. I believe HarmonyCon was the first time I had the beanies. And then during the lockdowns and everything, like right before it's when I started to vlog cons. So I got to vlog one whole con before the lockdown started. And then like talking to everyone online, and like I needed a hobby, because you're gonna go crazy during the pandemic if you don't have a hobby, especially since I was doing conventions full time. So like the Brony convention, like online cons really helped me. Like that's how I paid my bills, was like all those online conventions. So like that's one reason I started wanting to do more like panels and everything, so I could start giving back, because like everyone gave so much to me during the pandemic. And yeah, it was just awesome. So during the pandemic, I want to show off how like I made my things. And so it was just a bunch of trial and error. I started doing speed sews, but I'm like, I'm bored watching this, so other people are going to be bored watching this. So then I just started doing little clips and little shorts, and then that's how I started making the reels, was just from that. And people really love those little shorts of me making like the beanies and everything, like dumping out the little Ziploc bag of parts and stitching them together. And so it just went from there. And then Sequestria Fest 2023, last year's, that was the first time I ever did a community guest role. I was so shocked when they asked me, because like, I didn't know anyone wanted me to be a community guest, so it was my first time being a community guest, my first time doing a panel. And so I wanted to do one to encourage more people to sew, because like plushies are kind of the star of the pony world. Everyone has like a pony plush of their favorite character. And so I want to encourage more people to sew, because like, I started out using felt squares at Walmart. Like, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So I've been trying to, every con that I can, do, if not community guest work, at least a panel trying to encourage people to sew. Because I really want people to be able to sew. I really want to give back. I try to help where I can. I try to do repairs where I can. Try to encourage where I can, because I just want to give back, because this community's given so much to me. And so, yeah, it just really started from like trying something new and then loving horses. So, here you go.
Oh,
Sure.
all right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take the microphone for this. All right.
Good job.
All right. So I found My Little Pony when I was, I think, 13 years old, and it was when like the 4th season was starting to come out, because I watched season 1, 2, 3, and the first Equestria Girls movie. Then I don't know why, I just stopped watching it, and then I lost interest.
Flash Century happened.
I wouldn't even know that when I was 13 years old, because I wasn't even into the I didn't know about the online presence of the pony fandom when I was 13. So I think it was like after that I also started doing YouTube. I enjoyed it, and then it was like around like 2020, or actually 2020 February. I remember laying in my bed, and then I'm like, I remember the show called My Little Pony. I wonder how that's doing. And then I found it on Netflix, and then I see it's like, how the heck did they get 8 seasons out of this? Because I didn't even know that there was a 9th season as well, because back then, when My Little Pony was had like almost its full catalog on Netflix, it was up to season 8. So I watched it, I liked it, and then that was it. Because I didn't even expect to be where I am right now, but then
Outside?
yes. Surprisingly, I am outside of my house. Then I think it was our place, or r/place 2022, I believe, is when I kind of like went fully into it. I started making content related to ponies. I kind of started doing a tiny bit of streaming as a pony, as a pony Twitch creator and a content creator, and then somehow my following just grew a tiny bit, and now I am somehow in a convention. Yeah. My first, and I really never expected any of this to happen, so I'm really grateful for all of this, because it's like, it's just weird that when I switched to being a pony content creator, it really kind of helped me break out and be more confident in how I manner myself during stream. Well, how I do streams, how I grew as a content creator. I learned a lot of editing. I learned a lot of photo editing for thumbnails, and learned a lot about Twitch streaming as well. So I don't think I would probably be here without would be here without ponies. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank God for ponies.
All right, any content creation questions?
That stuff, I think that stuff recording and part of your speech makes them cut off.
Dang it.
Damn.
During Vegas?
Yeah, I think it was during my.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Oh, dang it. Let's go gambling.
Any content creation questions? More?
Let's go gold.
We have more time.
Ask the stupid one. Oh, there we go.
So, what would be the most satisfying part of your workflows?
Satisfying.
So where do you want to start? You want to start with me?
Yeah,
we read it like a book, left to right.
Yeah, let's start.
Or do you want to do a manga?
Serpentine.
I guess I can.
Yeah, you start us off.
Let's just go,
Alright,
let's
so-
just go in random order for no reason.
No. All right. So, what was the question?
What's the most, I'm sorry.
What's the most satisfying part of your workflow? What makes you smile the most when you're working on something?
What makes me smile the most is people watching it, because that's really all that I want out of my entire online journey, is just to make people happy, make people smile. It's kind of been my day one goal since I started doing YouTube, and it's never changed, because I'm not expecting to make money off this. I just want to do this for fun because I enjoy the process, and I just want to make people happy. I'm a little further.
Yay.
So I can't.
So the serious answer is when I get to finish a plush that really brings me joy to finally see everything come together, because in sewing there's a thing called trust the process, and most aren't really, where it looks terrible and you're like, what am I doing? This looks awful, but then you put more things together and it looks great. So definitely seeing all those little pieces come together in that final moment. And when I do my reels, I put it on a Lazy Susan and I turn it around, and that's always the best moment for me. The not serious answer is whenever I inspire an Instagram war, I have people still commenting on my cheese sandwich reel, fighting about if Pinkie Pie should have ended up with him or not. So whenever I post a reel and I get 100 notifications and there are people going no, you suck, they want to be together, that always brings me such joy. I'm yeah, I inspired people.
I did that.
I did my job.
It just amuses me so much.
That's amazing.
For me, it kind of plays into what Mega said. It's all about making people smile and stuff, but it's also because it's also I like seeing that my performance also made them cry as well. Playing sad roles. I feel like it's something that a lot of people, the emotion that most people can relate to easily. Because sadness is probably one of the biggest emotions there is, if not the biggest. And when you portray that in a voice role, and you touch somebody's heart with it. It's a really satisfactory feeling. It brings me joy to make people cry. Please,
Cry more. Actually, yes.
Don't take that out of context. I'm telling you people not to take stuff out of context too much.
Make me cry, Sour.
Sour likes making people cry.
Good. Oh yes. Yeah. But anyways, yes, most of my projects they're mostly can be made. I use up this animation style being cinematic and suspense. Yes, I've done some videos where of course when you wanted to make something, all I can do is I have to be having fun making it. So the more I keep on animating and getting all the script done or my vision and trying to apply that to the actual video, making something like that animated just kind of makes me smile, and that's why I should really do is just having fun. And I did make some videos that kind of there were some videos that kind of make some people cry in one of my videos. Like the Sunny Star Scout one and the Cheering Up Squid Game. Those are probably one of the, when I hear the comments saying that they were having emotions, I was like, wow.
Starlight Glover should have won that Squid Game.
Oh my god.
You robbed her. You robbed
That's
her.
crazy.
She had to end up that way.
No, she didn't! She didn't!
It has to be this way.
Look her in the face now.
She still won some money, so yeah.
At what cost?
But yeah, so mostly, I've been mostly doing it just for fun, and that's pretty much what I say. Yeah.
So when it comes to streaming, I think the thing I love most is when I have the opportunity to inspire people and to bring joy to people there as well. I started streaming about 2 years ago, and a lot of it is me like sharing my process, but we also get very wholesome, we also get very chaotic. A lot of people come to me and they tell me that my streams have helped them through a lot of really hard times, or they brought them joy when they were really down, or I've inspired them when they needed an extra push. And I think that's been like the most rewarding thing to ever hear, that I can possibly do any of that for anybody. That just really warms my heart, and I love that. And that's why I kept streaming, and I've kept going as long as I have, and I love it. I love it so much. And then with my art, it's similar to what Hibiscus said. You gotta kind of trust the process, because like it gets a little scary in there sometimes. Like I'm working on something, I'm like, this looks like trash. I'm like, I gotta finish it though. Like, let's go. And then I'm like having no sleep. I'm like, I'm doing great right now. But like when you get that done, and then when you finish something, and then when you go to a con and like you see how people either relate to it, or it sparks an emotion and a joy or something. Because I also make these badges that have like eternally exhausted or like slightly unhinged, and I see people walk by and they start laughing, and I'm like, that is why I do what I do. And it's just little things like that, I think, that make it all very worth it to me, and just, it's my favorite.
All right. Hello. Hello. All right. So for me, with my stuff that I do for our Burning Music Anniversary and Horse Music Herald, there's always like the comments like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that X piece or my piece is this old. I totally forgot about it." Or just seeing like people being like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for the write-up. You said it much better than anything else." But there was one specific write-up that absolutely got me a long time ago. I don't remember if he said like I could share this or not, so I'm not gonna say his name. But for Horse Music Herald, Luckrock said like, "Hey, you work with alt metal. There's this new guy who absolutely would love a write-up and stuff like that." So I listened to the song. By far one of the best alt rock songs I've heard in a long time. So I'm like, okay, I'll write a write-up for it. Did it overnight, got that done, got it posted. The guy absolutely loved it. He started crying. He actually messaged me a long time ago. I talk to him like all the time now, but he messaged me at the time saying like, "Oh my gosh, you really inspired me. This song was, I thought the song was terrible and whatnot. I didn't think I was gonna make it and whatnot, but he told me he uses that song for his first set all the time, and if he wasn't actually like in God knows where, like nowhere near conventions, he would probably be on like the main stage at this point, but he was about to quit music at that point because he didn't think anyone was actually listening to his music and stuff like that, and just he got inspired, and he just keeps pushing out albums. He's been collabing with like big names like Drek, and I think he actually did it with I think he was on a Prince song as well. I don't even remember now, but yeah, just like little stuff like that. Like even like the stuff that I think that no one's gonna be reading, and there's only like 2 people who read it or whatnot. Just if it inspires one person, that's better than nothing. So.
Yes. All right. We still have a lot. Here we go.
I guess, where can I find you guys? Like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
Right here.
Twitch. I don't really Twitch, but
We outside.
because I guarantee you, like by November, I'm gonna reach out to AC and be like, "Hey, remember those people on your panel? How do I link them?"
So you can actually find me on Twitter mostly, 'cause that's where a lot of my projects are, but I'm also barely on YouTube. I'm on Bandcamp for some of my music. Like I mentioned, Horse Music Herald, I have a staff page for that too. And, oh my goodness! That's me!
Yay!
Anyway, yeah, so that's where you can find me mostly. If you, well, this could sound really bad on my part, but if you really care to follow me, I do have business cards if you just want my socials and stuff like that. So come find me anywhere and whatnot. I run around like a mad chicken with my head cut off. I cannot sit still to save my life. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
I also got a button. This is adorable. It's me and Lauren.
90% of these are ACLP.
I love this. You can find me mainly also on Twitter, but I'm on most socials. I need to use the Instagram more. I plan to upload my. Please don't stab yourself. Don't do that. I plan to upload previous VODs to YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch under Sappy Phone. What else socials? Just Patreon.
What is your YouTube? Because I don't think I've ever seen your vlogs before.
Really?
Yeah, like I stalk all of them.
Yeah. I need to just start pushing everything from Twitch over to YouTube because like Twitch doesn't hold on to them after a while, so I need to push everything over. Video editing. I don't like doing it. Help.
Nobody does, honey. That's why I'm still uploading stuff from Cider Fest.
I can make stuff from
Yes, you can I've mostly been going on YouTube. Though I use YouTube, that's where most of all the content I made. I also go more active on Twitter and Discord, where I mostly communicate. But yeah, you can also. But yeah, I've mostly been talking more on pretty much on Discord and Twitter. So yeah, that's pretty much I would say. Yeah.
You can find me on my basically dead YouTube. I'm working on it.
It has no video.
It has one. Yes, I know. I went through a period where I got embarrassed by my content, and so I just purged it all from my channel.
That's a new start then. Like you have a lot of followers.
People don't get that. But yeah, I am. It's not gone. It's all just unlisted. It's all just privated. I can easily put it all back up whenever I want to. But I don't want to, because I want to actually be proud of the content that I'm putting up. I want that because I look back at those videos and oh my god, what was I thinking?
That's
Just,
mood.
but it's here you go. I can find it in the box.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Twitch though, Discord, Twitter at SourPatchKingVA. For both Discord and Twitter, or X if you wish to call it.
Still Twitter though.
Exactly.
It's Twitter.
But yeah, I'm. You can find me there, and you'll find me like retweeting a bunch of projects that I'm a part of. If you ever want to check those out, but yeah.
Alright, you can find me I'm Hibiscus Stitch literally everywhere except for Blue Sky and Kara. Someone took my name for some reason, so I know, it was weird. So it's just Hibiscus Stitch without the two S's, it's just like Hibiscus Stitch. But yeah, literally everywhere I'm Hibiscus Stitch. I'm most active on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is where I post the most. On Twitter, I post more just random things, like things I'm thinking about, working on, like making up stuff. Blue Sky, I post a lot of behind the scenes of what I'm doing. And I'm also active on my Facebook page, but not by choice. The lady that cuts my fabric, she literally likes watching my reels, but she only has Facebook. She's older, so I keep on my Facebook page just for her, just so she can see them. So I'm active there technically. But yeah, just Hibiscus Stitch, and you can find me there.
All generations supported.
Alright, so you can find me on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Twitch. If you want to find me on YouTube, you have to scroll to the second channel because this is the fake imposter, the fake Studio Mega, and then It's find the one with the pony. That's the one with the pony. That's me.
Yes.
What color is the pony?
What?
What color is the pony?
Oh, it's blue haired with light blue frosted tips and it's white.
Yep.
Just
All right.
like me.
Pony.
Find something that looks like this, and that's me.
Yes.
But I'm also active on Twitter, which is Studio Mega __ because
Life.
Twitter.
Yeah.
You can also find me on Twitch, just Studio Mega. You can also find me on Mastodon, if you know what that is. On Mastodon, which is the same handle, and you can find me also on my not so active Blue Sky account, which is also Studio Mega as well. But I'm mostly active on Twitter, and I'm trying to go between Twitter and Mastodon.
I like how nobody calls it X. I'm like, when are they just gonna go back to Twitter?
Because Elon sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Any more? We have some interesting questions. We have a lot of time. So yeah.
Yeah, 7 minutes left.
There are no stupid questions.
Any content creator or advice you can answer? Yeah.
Where do you see you're wanting to go in the future? Like, what the ultimate project that you wish you could do, but you like? Let's manifest right now.
Voice acting, you get LA is the place to be.
That's a good final question, I think.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do we want to go in the future?
Catch me dead in LA.
Yeah, I want you to manifest your biggest thing right now.
Just because Goff moved from there?
No, because I don't want to move to California. Do you know how hot it gets?
It's nice.
It's nice.
We're in Ohio. It's still hot.
It's great.
It's only hot weather is only bad when it's hot and humid, but when it's hot and dry, that's fine.
They don't call North Carolina the devil's armpit for no reason.
Anyways,
All right,
you
where do
can
we want to start?
yeah.
Sorry, I need my
Here we
because
go.
I don't want to scream.
Valid.
I need my voice for tonight.
The bigger the dream, the better.
Ooh, now
I'm serious. Like, manifest the biggest thing. I'm gonna come back to this 10 years and be like, look, you still gotta do this, man.
All right, so I guess where I want to be and whatnot, because I'm just starting to get back into like music production and stuff like that. I do want to like start on that and whatnot. I've been working on my current album for about 3-4 months now or something like that. So I'm hoping to get that out hopefully by the fall if I actually like get motivation going. So that's why I want to end up in the fandom and whatnot. I really don't do much with my writing too much anymore, which I do want to get up to that too, but yeah, just more doing that stuff. I want to be on the main stage eventually. I'll keep doing Renegade stage at some cons. For those of you who don't know what Renegade stage is, because that's kind of a foreign term for TrotCon at least. It's kind of like a small musician type stage where anyone can like sign up for it. But I do want to end up on main stage eventually with my music, so yeah.
So con-wise, I want to branch out and do more furry and anime cons, but I also want to get it where my merch business is, so I can like hire on like friends and stuff and have them go out and do like shows and stuff for me as well. And then do a lot of more online orders and ship those out and have that like as a like running smoothly and everything. But the big dream is I want to open an animation studio called Phauxe Studios. I've been working on this for ages. I have like all this stuff ready for it. I'm ready. I just need to build.
Editor.
Exactly. And I want to like get a team of people like other creators like in the fandom and just other people that I've met along the way, and like I want us to take the ideas that we have and make them a reality. And indie animation is kind of growing as it is right now, and I want to push that, and I want to make a studio that way.
Oh my god.
From that question earlier, one of the dreams I do want is, yes, I do SFM, but if you were at the animation panel, I premiered one of my videos, I wanted to do a new opportunity to get, of course, to the FNAF fandom. I want to get more opportunity to just also start my own gaming series. gaming series pretty much where I would hang out with friends, play some friends with like games with Gmod, Atari, and I VR chat most of the time. Where I mostly socialize with people there. That's what I love. VR chat's pretty much like a second home. One other for con wise, of course, hopefully to attend more conventions. Hopefully I can go to Vancouver or pretty much. One of the dreams I wish I want to go to is go somewhere outside the United States, like maybe go to Europe, like the Galicon, or that's one of the things I wish I would. But then, yeah, trying to get the right budget in, pretty much. So yeah, okay.
I already said mine, LA.
Alright, so my ultimate goals are probably more like down to earth, but like I really want to get a nice house so I can have my own studio in the house and like have a big enough space to get one of those big bad boy embroidery machines that doesn't have like a hoop size. It's just like it goes to industrial like $10,000-$20,000 ones. Oh my god, I would love one of those. Huge sublimation machine. One of the big boy 3D printers. I have a little tiny resin one. I make long Furbies, and I make their faces using it. And I would love one to like make fursuit bases and stuff with, which would be really cool. I just want like a big, huge studio and a house. That would be really nice.
If you have a spare room and you have it where it can I can put up like a home pads in it.
There we go.
Could I?
It's pony content house.
Pony house.
Pony house.
Pony house.
Yeah.
The MLP version of the Team 10 house.
No,
Yeah.
it's the Phauxe New York house. That's what it would be.
Yeah, there you go.
The only good
Yeah.
content creation house.
The only good one would be the pony house. And then just like, I want to manufacture more plush designs. Right now I have a few. I have my jellyfish, my axolotl, my my frog, the butt. And I want to do more of those. And then I would of course like to use some of that money to like see the world, see more places. After the pandemic, like I kind of realized there's no guarantees. You never know what's going to happen. So every time I go to a con, I always spend a few days like sightseeing and everything. And I've been trying to get in better shape so I can see more things. Like next year for BabsCon, I want to like cross the Golden Gate Bridge and come back. I think that would be fun. So see more things, do more things, and have a big house with a big studio. That is my dream.
I want to swim to Alcatraz.
Oh.
That's a good one. I'll try. If I can keep this job.
So,
maybe I can.
I don't really have a lot of big things planned right now because I am still in school. I am a computer science major, and I'm also doing a information assurance minor, which roughly translates to cybersecurity.
He's literally copying my college path.
Yeah, good job doing that.
Yeah, but I'm still not planning on quitting YouTube or Twitch anytime soon because I still like doing it. I like being a funny goof on the internet, so I'll continue doing that. But like also, I am also planning to go to more cons, but a lot of the major cons that I want to go to all happen during the semester, so and I'm for one don't want to risk
School's more important.
school because it's like
Yeah.
it's like Ciderfest is during the semester, HarmonyCon's during the semester, it's during a semester, and it's.
I don't need to go to school with a famous billionaire YouTuber.
I'm not that yet, but I'm planning on graduating around 2025 or so, like December. So after that, I am going to more conventions.
Yeah! Mega Project 2025.
No!
And I got monetized.
No!
But yeah.
That's what we're calling it.
But anyways, yeah.
You'll see me in 2025. Or maybe next year at TrotCon. I don't know.
But anyways, We are out of time, so I would like to say thank you so much for attending this New Faces of Content Creators panel. It's been an honor getting one of your questions. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you guys all. Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for watching Phauxe and Krystal explore TrotCon 2024. It's been an interesting year, and this was the highlight, but I hope you stay tuned for TrotCon 2025, a noir mystery. We have questions. You have questions. Let's stay tuned and find out what a noir mystery is. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Will you be at TrotCon 25? Stay tuned.